What up, what up, what up, what's happening? Welcome to another Markland Mondays. I am Christopher Markland. Guess what I is? I is an author. Let me stop. I'm an author. I've written 2 books, Desperately Seeking Exclusivity and Desperately Seeking Pleasure. Both of those books are about love and relationships. And that's what these Markland Mondays are about, relationships. We're going to talk about Hey, I know, Marty. Anyway, the love and relationships. That's what we talk about every Monday. We talk about different aspects of relationships, different aspects of dating, and all of the headaches and hassles that go along with it. And tonight we are talking about finances. Thank you for everyone joining in. Hey, thank you, Mr. Businessman Smith. If anybody knows about finances, it's my man right there because he is in the banking industry and he can tell you just how important money is in everyday life, but it's damn sure important when it comes to relationships. All right. So make sure if you got anything you want to add to the conversation, please drop it in the comment section. Make sure you hit that reaction buttons. Let me know that you are there. Hit that love button because you know we love love. Just let me know. All right. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if you agree. Please share the feed. Let your friends who may be interested in this topic, because hell, all of us want relationships in one form or another. And I do this every Monday. So let's jump right in. All right. What's money about? To me, money really and truly equals trust. Now, I know that may sound crazy, but the way I always look at it is this. In a relationship, you need 4 things. All right. Sex. Notice I put that one first. You need sex, communication, finances, and all of that is no good without trust. If you don't trust your partner, if your partner doesn't trust you, you might as well just hang it up because it's a wrap. It's done. Nothing's going to come from it. All right. So money to me is the equivalent of trust. What that means is this. If I go out and I work hard for my damn money and then I bring it home and my partner either squanders it or my partner, steals it, because Lord knows that happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. So money is trust. Okay. Also, if you bring the money in and you're sharing it with your partner or whatever the case may be, and your partner, like I said, squanders the money, and instead of them using it to improve both of your lives, instead of your partner using it to make the situation better for both of y'all, they do just, your partner does just the opposite. You can't trust them. And once again, without trust, there is no relationship. Also, there are different aspects when it comes to money. That you'll fight off. There are different aspects when it comes to money. All right. Now, there are the traditional roles. All right. The man goes out and earns the money, or the dominant partner goes out and earns money. And then the subordinate partner, if you will, takes care of home. Usually in a traditional sense, that's a man who goes out, he's the breadwinner, and then the woman, she stays home and takes care of the kids and takes care of the day-to-day running of the house. However, what we've run into in our modern times is that usually the woman in the relationship out earns the man, especially in the black community, because most black women do hold higher education, and therefore they can go on and they have higher earning power. So what happens with that is then things are out of balance in a quote unquote traditional relationship. What happens in that case is, guess what? You're gonna run into a situation where egos get involved, and anytime an ego enters any situation, it's never good. All right, especially when it comes into a relationship, because if a man's ego is triggered because his woman out earns him. But also on the flip side, money is power. We hear it all the time, right? Money equals power. So if the woman out earns the man, then she can hold that power, that position of dominance over him. That is not in a good. That's just. I've been there. Okay. In a past relationship, I was out earned by my mate, and that was held over my head. And anytime you're in that situation, that leads to resentment. If you've been in that situation before, let me know. If you've been a dude, let me know. All right. like I said, there's always a balance of power. In any relationship, there's going to be a balance of power where one person is more dominant than the other. When it comes to the dominant personality in the relationship being the one that has the most earning power, then you have to, something has to give. That comes with communication, that comes with understanding, and quite honestly, that comes with humility. Because if you lord any type of power over your partner, that the partner that's being dominated is going to be resentful. And once again, if you have resentment in your relationship and resentment towards your partner, how can anything good or positive come from that? Okay, remember the 4 things I said: sex, communication, finances, and power. So if someone holds the power, meaning financially, there's got to be communication, and then guess what, get some sex involved. All right. So those are just a few of the things that I've spoken about. Now, for me, one of the things that I have always thought when it comes to in a relationship, if both parties are living together and the money is shared equally, I've always been a firm believer in that you need 3 accounts. All right. Partner A has their own account, partner B has their account, and then there's a joint account that both of them put their money into, pool the resources to take care of the house, meaning you pay the bills, you take care of repairs, things like that. If you have a situation where one partner is just like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I'll give you money, where it's a situation where that other person's getting like a what do they call it, an allowance. Come on, y'all. A grown person that doesn't have their own money, their own resources, once again, that is going to lead to resentment. So it's been all of these things, a lot of these things I should say, are coming from my own personal experience. I've been in a situation where I'm in a relationship and things weren't even. If you've been in that situation, let me know. It's never a good place to be. And especially as a man, well, I can only come from the perspective of a man. If you're in that situation where your spouse either has more earning power than you, or your spouse may just have more money than you, it very well could be a case, maybe they've got, like, say, an inheritance or won the lottery or something like that. If both parties aren't even when it comes to, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and everyone is involved, once again, it's going to lead to resentment, and that's just going to lead to deterioration of the relationship. So let's run to the comments section, check in and see what we have going on. Yes, Marnie, I was a little sneezy. It has been a long day in the great state of Georgia. It started out cold and it became hot. It's supposed to be freezing tomorrow. I don't even know what the hell's going on. So, no, Michelle, I do not have. Do I have $5? When I get paid again on the 15th. Anyway, I'll let you on the 15th. Let's see. Michelle asked a question. How do you feel about housewives or house husbands who stay home when they have no kids? Woo! I have spoken to quite a few people who, and specifically to several women who have a partner. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to, speak or as far as the confidentiality. I've spoken with many women who have partners who they just sorry as hell. The dude where he drops her off at work, takes her car just to bring his ass back home and sit on the couch. I can't abide by men who don't take care of their responsibilities. There's no excuse for a man not to work unless, of course, he's injured or something like that. It makes no sense to me. That's just my personal feelings. Now, if that person, let's say, is going to school, or if that person has, if they just got enough money in the bank that they ain't got to work, then, hey, that's between them and their relationships. I haven't run into that situation based on the conversations that I've had. In fact, it's just the opposite. It's all about the resentment, because if you are going to work, if the woman in the relationship is going to work and the dude isn't at the very least going down to the Georgia Department of Labor, if he's not Georgia but to the Department of Labor, or if he's not actively looking for employment, especially if you're not in a situation where your house is taken care of, meaning the bills are paid, all repairs are done, man, that just doesn't sit well with me. And don't let y'all have kids. My God, that's a whole different situation. Marnie says, so most men have issue with their spouse out earning them. The majority, well, let's address that question, because that's a great question. It's not a situation where I think they take issue with it, but it will affect the ego of some men, because if you are the kind of man, I'm Jamaican, so I think that the Caribbean dudes out there, y'all can relate. If you are able-bodied and you're not in a position to where you're the head of household, it does something to your spirit, and it damn sure does something to your ego. So it's not a matter of men having an issue with it. It's just more a situation of it affects you. It can affect you, I should say. Michelle says that's why marriage is important. Yes, marriage is important. However, if you are in a situation where it's a monogamous situation, and you're living with that person, then hey, by all means, y'all are in a relationship together. So, as long as you're doing what it takes to ensure that the house is taken care of, the household is taken care of, then by all means, do it. And the only way to do that is communication. All right, you have a job, I have a job. How can we pool our resources to make sure that the household is as successful as possible? I mean, there's day-to-day maintenance of things that have to go through. You got to fix the cars, you got to put gas in the cars, you got to do all that stuff, right? Because if not, shit, it's gonna fall apart. Let's see. In the comments, Marnie says, "Does it's been a long day, y'all. Does head of household directly correlate to the man earning more? No, it does not. Once again, that's more of like, in my opinion, let me be clear. No, that's more of the traditional aspect of relationship. Head of household doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, he makes more, but he is the head of the household as far as, okay, when we make a decision, when both parties come together to make a decision, then I don't want to say what he say goes, because that's not a partnership, that's a dictatorship. What I'm saying is that the hold on, y'all, sorry about that. Ooh, there we go. What I'm saying is that she just doesn't make a decision without him. Does that make sense? In other words, yeah, just because she makes more money, she has earning power. What up, Kia? Thanks for joining the conversation. What I'm saying is, just because she out earns him, just because she makes more money than him, that means that she just doesn't be like, well, I have the money, therefore I have the power, so F you, I'm gonna go buy what I want to. F you, I'm gonna go do what the hell I want to because I have the money. That is not what it means to be in a successful relationship, just because you have the money. And on the flip side, it's the same with a dude. If the man out earns the woman in the relationship, then hell no, he shouldn't just use that money, that power, and lord it over his partner. That's not a good look. All right, what up, Dana? Thanks for joining the conversation. Michelle asks the question, should a person, in particular a man, be dating if his money is off, meaning can't pay for dates, doesn't have adequate transportation, etc.? Yes. Well, better yet, no, he should not be dating. When you are dating someone, all right, when you're courting someone, you're not just, it's all a dance, if you will, to see if you guys are compatible, okay? Not just sexually compatible, not just spiritually compatible, but also financially compatible. We always have the chat conversation prior to the Markland Mondays live, and Alvin in the chat, he made the comment, it's like, hey, if I can't build with you, then I'm not going to be with you. And he actually had a great point. A lot of people say, oh, I love him, or ooh, I love her, and quite honestly, they can't even balance a damn checkbook. And some people don't even know what the hell a checkbook is. So they're sitting there dribbling checks and bouncing checks like the damn Harlem Globetrotters, and then they want to build a relationship. Hell no. That is a recipe for disaster. They could be the most attractive person ever. They could be straight up porn star material in the bedroom. But once again, those 4 things: sex, communication, finances, and trust. Okay? If you don't trust that person is going to help you build and grow your relationship in the financial aspect of it, it's going to fail. It's going to fail. Or it's going to be way more damn difficult than it has to. All right. If you can't take care of the basics, all right, it's no different than you go back 1,000 years ago. If you can't go out there and hunt and go hunt a damn buffalo or whatever the hell people ate back then and bring that shit home to feed the family, your family's going to die. So if you can't get your ass up, get out the bed, go to work consistently for more than 3 or 4 days at a time, and take care of your family, where you're literally bringing home to, you're going out and bagging that paycheck and bringing it home, guess what? Your family's going to die. There's really and truly no difference outside of the fact that instead of you bringing home a buffalo hide, you're bringing home a damn check. All right, you're literally bringing home the bag. So yeah, Michelle, I don't think that if a man should be dating if his money is off. And then also women out there, or if you're a dude dating a dude, hey, teach his own, love is love, whatever. If you're dating someone and their money is off, ask the damn question: why is their money off? Okay, it's a tough question, but once again, sex, communication, finances. If you're not communicating, there's a reason why the money is off. Are they mismanaging their funds? Why is their credit bad? Is it because maybe they lost a job or something like that? And of course, when your finances are in disarray, shit happens. Okay, but the question still has to be asked: why is the money off? Is it that they're not earning enough? Are they in the same job where they started 4 years ago and they're still on fries? Okay, all right. Is it a grown person who's doing basically a basic and entry-level job and they're not earning, or they're not at their full earning potential? You have to ask the question, why is their money off? Because if you link up with that person and they are in any way unequally yoked with you, meaning they're not earning enough, they're not doing enough, or sexually, if they're not pleasing you enough, once again, it is going to lead to resentment. But you got to have the conversation. All right. I agree, Kia. That is so true. They shouldn't be dating, but yeah, they will. All right. Because quiet as it's kept, it's dating out there is hard. Luckily, I'm not going through that, but I did. And the dating game is crazy out there. Okay, and looking for love is difficult. Why do you think Tinders and the Plenty of Fish and the Christian Mingles and the Cowboys and all them, what's the damn website for the farmers or whatever the hell it is? That's why all of those websites are making millions of dollars, because people are looking for love. All right, and when you find someone that you in any way are compatible with, whether it's spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, you tend to gloss over the stuff that is going to be a problem. Well, they're broke, I'll just pay for lunch this time. Well, his check ain't going, and then sooner or later you are going to have problems. Let's see. Marnie said, what about the whole $40 trend? Man, sometimes you gotta bust it open, I guess. I don't know. I've never spent $40 on anything. I spent 20, but that's another conversation. You got to do what you got to do. If you got to go get an OnlyFans page, or whatever the case may be, you do what you have got to do, I guess, in order to get that bread. Me personally, I support single moms. I will go to the strip club and I will all day. So, you do what you got to do. All right. It's been a long day, y'all, so I'm gonna wrap this one up a little bit early. I really do appreciate y'all joining me once again. Thank you. Y'all know we do this every Monday. Every Monday we have a different conversation. If you have any conversation suggestions, let me know. Michelle said gasp. Let me know if you have any conversation topics. We do this every week. Every Monday at 8 o'clock, one way, rain or shine, sleet or cold, what is it, sleet or snow, whatever. Y'all male people know what it is. Anyway, we're going to be here. Also, each one of these Markland Monday conversations is posted on my YouTube channel. So just go to youtube.com, search Christopher Markland. Make sure you subscribe, because not only do I do that, but also do my Ready to Love reviews. So make sure you check me out. And as always, y'all have a great week, and I will see y'all next Monday. Have a good one, y'all.